Namaste, yogi friends. Follow me to the front of the mat. We're going to play with a sequence that will help to develop a version of Mālāsana. And we're going to start with a warm-up on our backs. So finding your way down onto your mat. And we're going to start by bringing the legs into a Supta Baddha Konasana. So just gently pulsing the 2 feet towards the torso. And then we'll take the index and middle finger and grab the big toes, doing the same thing. And then opening the legs up out to the side in a straddle position. And back down to the center, straightening up. You can also hold the legs anywhere, right, to accommodate your range of motion. So just circling through that sequence, the Baddha Konasana, a straddle, and legs straight. Beautiful. Then I'm going to drop my left leg. It's bent to the ground. I'm going to have the foot sort of facing up to the ceiling on my right leg, and I'm just going to draw the knee to the ground, and I'm going to actually let that left hip rock up. So we create this nice rocking motion across the pelvis. And reversing that, so now it's left foot, left knee drawing down to the ground. Beautiful. So hands behind the knees, let's cross the ankles, rock it up. And we're going to come up to standing. So big toes together at the front of your mat. Let's sweep it up, big inhale. Exhale, and we'll come down into a crouch. Now you can use blocks here if you want to reduce the stress on the knees. And I'm going to dive my hands forward as my knees come out to the sides. So my feet are flat on the ground, and then circling the hands around and finding that rounded shape, like a bead on a string, mālā. I like to think also here of the tail descending and the crown of the head simultaneously, creating space in this rounded position of the spine. And then I'm going to sweep my arms back around and sit it down. So here I'm in a seated Baddha Konasana. Just taking a moment here. And then finding the big toes, I'm going to open that out to the sides. So this is an interesting sort of balance, right? You've got, it's a pretty accessible balance. But let's make it a little more interesting. So holding the legs where they are will bring the arms just straight out in front of you. And let's come back to our Baddha Konasana. You can flutter the knees a little bit there. And then we'll do some rock and rolls just to release some of that work. So rolling it back and forward. 2 more times. And coming up. So I hope you enjoyed that little exploration of Mālāsana, and I hope to see you in the next video. Namaste.